Welcome to part 5 of Mass Effect 3. Alright. I just noticed that. Should there really be like an open panel in my room like that? In like a freaking... Alright, let's go. Okay, how much would it cost? Yeah, let's go ahead and max out my Malak. Just get that one done. Leave those alone for right now. Pretty sure I was just... Pretty sure I talked to you.
Commander, I feel terrible about leaving you on Grissom Academy like that.
I did order you to leave.
Yeah, doesn't make me feel any better. I'm just glad it all worked out.
Oops, that's not where I went to go. Okay, so that's where I need to go. So where the thing is. Alright. It is a pretty big mission. I'll have another one of those little mini missions I can take him with me on. Oh, I have to take her with me. Okay, I guess that answers that. I'll take you another one. Sorry. One more to get her warp up. Guess I'll work on that. Next.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Eden Prime also marks Theron's first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
The area appears deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
The colonists rebuilt after Saren's attack. It is likely they will rebuild again after Cerberus is defeated.
I grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move on to another.
Based on observation of the Normandy's crew, I believe most people invest more emotional permanence to ships they serve on.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Dr. T'Soni, have you ever encountered dinosaur fossils during your digs?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
No, jokes have specific structures. That was messing with you.
Alright. We take in more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they've gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increase food rations as payment for work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony. If these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Alright, do that.
There's the elevator that leads to the dig site.
Good. Now we can find out what they've discovered.
Alright.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You believe Cerberus has recovered the corpse of a Prothean unmodified by Reaper technology?
Cerberus hasn't uncovered corpses. This Prothean is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
There they are! I will.
Understood.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
On it.
Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. Our remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities and maintain the illusion of a large presence in that area. The locals knew we were unstaffed. They could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
I think there's one more, if I remember it, that I need to find. I don't want to go off that yet. Door.
Affirmative.
Right away.
No. Oh, that was weird. I've already been through here. That leads to one of the things I go to, so I want to do that.
There.
case.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
I don't want to go in there yet, because that's gonna activate shit. I want to finish exploring. Should be at least one more. What does Eden Prime? Bubbers. We've gotten word from our source with an Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center V-22 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. This gives us a perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambieta to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep realistic. He's given us good information. With luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Okay, so that one's done then. So I've gotten all the intel I need. Let's just make sure there's nothing else. So I need to go there, but let's go look over here.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home.
It appears that Cerberus cares little for civilian casualties.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Alright. I'm looking at 101, 116, or 16. So it didn't add anything to the. Just added to the. Yeah, I guess we'll go do.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to Dock Space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got
Hey,
a
we're
signal
not
the
the
Protheans used to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Can't do anything. 7. Alright, undo. Use damage to various armor by 50%. We can armor targets by
Backup forces are here.
Oh, not what I meant to do, but hey, it'll work, I guess. Why are you... Alright, you get right there. You get right there. That's not where I told you to go, but okay. Oops. That's not what to do. What are you shooting at?
They have retracted the bridge. We'll need to locate the controls.
No time. Let's find another way across.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it. Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need to hold this position. Here they come!
Oh shit.
I will.
I will.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
It should not be much longer. We should look for ways to hamper the enemy's approach.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Heavy mech inbound.
Ouch. Did you? Oh, no, you threw a grenade at it.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Was remarkably easier than...
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Synthetic. This is not a good beginning.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dry.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Oh, sorry, guys.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes. Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movements have successfully pushed Cerberus. Whoa. Oops, that's fine. Pushed Cerberus force off Eden Prime. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain clear. And set up facilities to occupy the colony, but after constant attacks from a United Popular Service troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending an evacuation transfer to get colonists off world before Reapers reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, Resistance leader Edward Carb said as he prepared a statement. The people of Eden Prime has always been ready to fight. The Alliance intel gave us tools we need to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many resistant fighters have said they plan to enlist and to support the Alliance. Good for them.
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue.
Alright, let's do this.
Commander, the Salarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Salarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise that Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough! Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise. A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatress here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrass, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Let's go get them.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Rex. You've waited long enough for this day.
A lifetime. I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Retrieving the female should be a simple matter.
Who's the synthetic?
I'm Edie, the Normandy's artificial intelligence.
Sounds like Joker didn't teach you anything about Solarians.
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dolatress authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
If anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge. Careful! Watch the containment shield!
Brings back memories.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for Yon specimen arrival.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
Please don't touch that. As I said, Commander, don't touch that. Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that. Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy. Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does. Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything? I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident. Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment. Really? You must stop touching that. Once more, the Solarian Union formally requests that you not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzer. We've already been down that road. No more.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirrahe. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermeer. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vakarian. Always a pleasure. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Urdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He isn't pleased with the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A devious yet practical approach. Common among Solarians.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And, Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day. Yes, Commander.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
As always, Commander.
Another incursion? Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
Agree with him or not, our orders are
Here's
clear.
that way.
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
Who gave the order? Our superiors. That's all that matters. But they're gonna cure the generators. Everything we've done for This is Senior Research Director Wicks, authorizing visitor access to lower level. Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morgan.
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morton.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me? I can't imagine what she's been through.
Urdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update.
Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures. Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
We should get moving, Shepard.
All research subjects into immediate lockdown.
They are secure.
Which are secure.
Yard subjects.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding. Fix it!
Log, Morden Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Oh, crap. Get back!
Commander Shepard, are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
This looks worse than I thought.
Taking enemy fire from position Caltech 4. Direct reinforcements to that location as confirmed.
This is Ares Squad. Incursion is the goal. Securing 3979. Out the Ares. Primary objective is eliminating Krogan. Acknowledge. Engaging base security.
Clear.
It's unlikely that was the last of them.
More incoming!
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from non-soldiers.
Don't let him take cover in the lab! The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Shepard, Cerberus in the vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
Species 732, the Yogg, has been authorized for covert uplift. They are ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
Easy to say until you've had to fight a Yogg face to face.
What now?
Careful. There goes the next Shadow Broker.
Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint. Attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
I see the checkpoint. They're under fire.
We need to get in there.
Fire under a container.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated.
If no Krogan alliance with Turians, Reaper's left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target... Hurry! Next checkpoint!
Heading up to the next level. All squads converge.
Shepard, that last checkpoint was blown apart. Could be a way out.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Morton.
Somebody get me a location on the Krogan.
All hostiles are down.
Cerberus isn't fooling around.
They're capable of anything.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
How do I not have one of those?
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
They're trying to form a blockade.
Head-to-head will get us ripped up, Shepard.
A flanking maneuver may be a better approach.
We have to take out those turrets!
No more enemies in sight.
To the next checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
Quarantine containment shield has sustained damage.
Go, Commander! Before they get to the Krogan!
Morden was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off. They got here too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
Looks like they mean business!
More hostiles on the floor above.
Find cover!
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
High ground.
Orion squad, they've trapped the female at checkpoint 2. Take her out.
I'm headed up top.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance.
Take him out! Get him away from the female!
Yes.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance. Find power terminal. Shoot you nearby. Suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
There has to be some sort of power conduit around here.
Now online. Excellent. Can clear us. Wait! Another Cerberus squad.
Keep up the pressure! Don't let him near the female!
Understood.
Acknowledge.
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now. Shepard, need you to clear us through first. Species 408, the Varren, could provide a novel form of biological warfare. With enhanced size and intelligence, they could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval. Species 408, the Varren, could provide a novel form of biological warfare. With enhanced size and intelligence, they could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
How are you holding up?
Containment
containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan. Taking cover.
Looks clear now.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
We're almost back to the landing area.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
This is Phoenix 6. We've got the Krogan locked in.
Enemy still present. Pod under fire.
Reinforcements are on the station.
Containment shield weakening, Shepard. Appears safe. Need final approval now, Shepard. Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up. You've got incoming. Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable. Hurry, Shepard. Containment shield failing.
Serious fight. Firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
It's impressive, but I prefer my body.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old? Take that thing out.
Got the back.
Sarah was a lot harder than this.
There's still more
Rex
enemies
hasn't
left.
exactly mellowed
Advise
with age,
caution.
has he?
Burn it down.
At once.
Keep going.
Affirmative!
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there. There they are. That's them.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The Elusive Man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Mordin, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Mordin. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage Modification Project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Mordin. And make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
You think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better?
They were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
So, Liara, still relying
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
A Prothean. A living, breathing... Prothean, right?
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little... cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
A pleasure to see you.